record. One minute. I'm just adjusting some settings on my yeah. Okay. Yesterday we had read till here, and we got clear about our dreams. So now you are definite. Like, have you made each page for your own dreams? So then we go to day one today, and this chapter is really very important. See, our words have effect on us and on others. So whatever we speak, it relates to, it gives a opposite effect to the other person, or even if you are having a self talk with you. So imagine, words are very important when you speak. So today onwards, be very alert when you are speaking something or saying something. Just keep towards from today, throughout the day, just keep in your mind and observe yourself in a day. How many times you speak negative? How many times you complain? How many times you say few things about others? So today we are going to learn how to do count your blessings. Now, count your blessing is very important chapter, which you have to do it like till you die. You might have got many small things, but we have always taken things for granted, and we don't take a life, easy. We say, ye nahi mila, wo nahi mila, we did not get this. She behaved like that with me. She did like that. Why should I not behave with her like that? Why should I talk to her? She is doing this to me. But when you start understanding the energy part, which I explained day before yesterday, you will notice that, it is very easy to let go. We always have problems and diseases in us because we have held few things, inside us, which are eating our body cells, and we are always into, some of the other breakdowns. So that is why from today onwards, make a note. You are going to observe yourself. Where are the times where you speak negative, even if it is about your body? Even if you're speaking about your body and you're just saying, like, my legs are paining, my back is paining, my head is paining. Okay, so when you speak this way, just realize what you are doing, because what you're speaking, you're giving it to your body. So instead, what you want, you speak to your body that way. So from today, we are also going to do one thing. At the end of the session, I will teach you what to do. how to love yourself, so that, because see, this journey helps you only when you go deep inside yourself, you understand yourself. And I'm telling you, after this 1 month, you will be so capable of helping others in different ways. And help, or going and doing something for other does not mean that you have to help only by giving money or being financially, this thing to them. But oh, you can also give your value, you can give your time, you can give your help, you can give your suggestions, right? So the first thing is that you have to start loving yourself. And in day to day life, you might be having many blessings which you have really unnoticed. At the end of the session, I will make you realize what are the things, which we have really taken for granted. Yesterday, we spoke about the air, we spoke about we get free water, we get, you know, we get earth to stand on, that is free, right? You have only your house as your own. And everywhere you say your own, mera. So when you come out, like today, even when we do these practices, and when people say thank you to us, so we say we are the channel of blessings. Like God has made us the channel of blessings. We are not doing anything great. Okay, you're not doing anything great by helping other people. It is because God wanted you to do. So I feel blessed that God chose me to do this. So instead of going into, because when you go into that, ki, I did this, I do this, I do this every day, I get up early in the morning, I do this, I do that, that becomes, a part of your ego. That again inflates your ego. That says ki, okay, you are like now become very big. No. Like if you are able to, understand these small little things, you will really have a very good and enjoyable and happy life. So here when I sit here, I sit in a very cool manner. I don't have, that people are going to judge me, people are going to say anything to me, because I know I am there to help people. And even I am a human being like you. So when you start this journey, I would just suggest one thing. Just be very humble and just say to yourself, don't question how this is going to happen. Will this happen or no? You know, so when you start understanding these things, you will really enjoy the journey. And second thing, the chapter today says is that you are going to write, count your blessings. When you write, count your blessings, or anything, your daily gratitude. One thing should be there should be a smile on your face. It should not be a daily task. Oh my God, Maria has given this, so I have to do it. Right? It should not be as a daily task which which is bothering you. Then that effect is not there. So you have to feel happy that you are doing something for yourself. So when you start, I will also tell you, if you're not able to get up in the morning, what you need to do at the end of the session. So when I started counting my blessing, this is day one. Count your blessings. The chapter's name is Count Your Blessings. So when I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. Willie Nelson, 1933 singer-songwriter. So even he has written that when I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. And even I am that example, because when I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. You have heard people say to count your blessings. And when you think about the things you are grateful for, that's exactly what you're doing. But what you may have not realized is that counting your blessings is one of the most powerful practices you can ever do, and it will magically turn your whole life around. When you are grateful for the things you have, no matter how small they may be, you will see those things instantly increase. If you are grateful for the money you have, however little, you will see your money magically grow. If you are grateful for a relationship, even if it's not perfect, you will see it miraculously get even better. If you are grateful for the job that you have, even if it's not your dream job, things will begin to change so that you enjoy your job more, and all kinds of opportunities for your work will suddenly appear. So even if you have small things, even if you have, suppose 100 rupees in my purse, like end of the month, there are times, you feel, my God, how I'm going to manage now? I'm going to manage. So even if you have 100 rupees, just for that 100 rupees, you just look at that money and just say thank you. Just say thank you. Ki at least I have 100 rupees. Maybe today there would be people who might not be having 100 rupees in their pocket. So when you start looking at things in a very small way, you try to increase your abundance. So it is same with your job, it is same with your relationships. The flip side is that when we are not counting our blessings, we fall into the trap of unintentionally counting negative things. We count negative things when we talk about things we don't have. Okay, we are usually talking about the things we don't have. I don't have good health. I don't have good figure like her. My God, she's so rich. She can afford. I cannot afford. Okay, he has Mercedes. I cannot afford Mercedes. Why? We are always speaking in that language. So today you're going to understand the language we need to speak. We count negative things when we criticize or find fault with other people, when we complain about traffic. So, when we are in the traffic, we say police are doing this, they are not listening to us, they make us wait, see the traffic is so bad, waiting in lines, delays. The government, when we talk about the government, not enough money, having enough money, the weather, what we are doing is we are speaking negative and we are complaining to universe. Okay, now universe, when I say universe, it could be like any form which you religiously follow. It could be Allah, it could be Khuda, it could be God, it could be Jesus Christ, it could be Ram, it could be, Ganpati, anyone whom you pray. But what are you giving them back? You are saying कि भाई तू मुझे दे रहा है बट मैं फिर भी ना शुक्री हूं. तू मुझे कुछ भी दे रहा है बट मैं फिर भी ना शुक्री हूं. Thank God कि at least you have roads to ride the bike. There are places there where there are no roads. So these are the things, you need to switch your minds now, to understand. Where, see, we count negative things when we criticize or find fault with the other people. When we complain about traffic, waiting in lines, delays, the government, not enough money, or the weather, when we count negative things, they increase too. Because Newton's law is every action has an opposite reaction. We learned that yesterday, right? So, if you're talking negative, if you are in a traffic jam, and I am telling you, I have immense experiences of this, even when there was a traffic jam, and I have like literally started praying, and the traffic jam has cleared within 5 minutes. So what happens is, so what you want, you speak about that. You don't say ki baba traffic jam hai, how will I reach, how will I reach, how will I reach. You are going to say thank you, the traffic jam has got cleared. So when we count negative things, remember this is very important. When we speak negative, suppose I'm speaking negative about my husband, or I'm speaking negative about my son, you will see only those things coming out in front of you. So now onwards, we have to be very careful. Ki what are we speaking? In fact, even if your son is not listening to you, your daughter is not listening to you, your in-laws, your husband, your colleagues, or anyone is not listening to you, your maids are not listening to you, you speak, in your mind what you want from them. Okay, so my maid is very good. She's coming and helping me in all the help. My husband is very good. He is helping and supporting me in all my work. This is how you have to start speaking instead of complaining. So we cancel out our blessings that were on our way when we speak negative. I have tried both. Count my blessings and count negative things. And I can assure you that count your blessings is the only way to have abundance in your life. Better to lose the count while naming your blessings than to lose your blessings to counting your troubles. So instead of counting your troubles, if you count your blessings, you will have an abundance. So the first thing in the morning, or as early in the day as you can. That is why I said we have the sessions in the morning. So the first thing in the morning or as early in the day as you can, count your blessings. You can write out your list by hand, type it on a computer, or use a special book or journal and keep all your gratitude in one place. Now, why this is important? When you have a book, where you are continuously writing, it is a record for you also, and your brain gets wired, that every day you're putting your thoughts in that journal. So today you are going to make a simple list of 10 blessings in your life you're grateful for. So यहाँ पे हम ये भी सीखने वाले हैं कि how we are going to write our blessings. When Einstein gave thanks, he thought about why he was grateful. When you think about the reason why you are grateful for a particular thing, a person, situation, you will feel gratitude more deeply. So you have to give a reason why you are grateful. So I am grateful to my husband because he gives money every month. I am grateful to my son because he gives my expenses every month. I am grateful to my in-laws. They help me in the household work. I am grateful to my workers or the colleague because they support me in my job or business. This is how you are going to start speaking and writing. So read this very carefully. When you think about the reason why you are grateful for a particular thing, person, or situation, you feel gratitude more deeply. Remember that the magic of the gratitude happens according to the degree of your feeling. तो आप जितना फीलिंग डालकर ग्रैटिट्यूड करोगे आपकी मर्जी. अगर आपने 1 घंटा किया, आपको उसका रिजल्ट 1 घंटे का मिलेगा. आपने 2 घंटा किया, आपको 2 घंटा. अगर आपने पूरे दिन में जितना हो सकता है आपने उतना ग्रेटिट्यूड लिखा, आप यू विल गेट दैट मच रिटर्न्स. सो द इफेक्ट डिपेंड्स अपॉन यू. आई कैनॉट हेल्प यू in any of achieving any of your dreams other than guiding you, but the practices will help you not just by writing but by feeling it. And the more you feel gratitude, the more you write. I even when I was traveling, I didn't wanted to carry my big book, so I carried a small diary where I used to write every morning my gratitude. Even during the daytime, whenever I had a small bag with me, so I had my diary in that, and I used to write every time, even on the boat, even when we went on the island, and I was sitting, there were still time to go. I used to sit and write, okay, what happened? I went in the water very nicely. I enjoyed. So all these things, small things, you have to start writing gratitude. So with each item on your list, write the reason why you are grateful for it. Now here are the some ideas which have been given to us to how to write your blessings. Like, I am truly blessed to have dash, that is what, and because why. Now why you have to write because is the reason. If you don't write the reason why you are thankful, like I am grateful to my father, for waking me up early, that I have that habit of getting up early now. This is how you're going to start writing. I'm grateful to my mother for teaching me how to cook, that today I'm able to cook for my family. I am grateful to my daughter who taught me technical things, and I am today a technology person. So that is how you are going to start writing. So blessings, there is a format which you follow, so you will really, really become very thorough with it. So either you can write, I am truly blessed this, I am so happy and grateful for what, because, why, or you can write, I am truly grateful. I usually like this line, I am truly grateful. So I always write, I am truly grateful for. Now here, if you feel connected more by writing your Isht Devta, or your, if you like you want to write Jesus Christ, you want to write Allah, you want to write Khuda, you want to write Ram, you want to write, Ganesh ji, or any other, person, or sorry, deity which you feel you are more connected. Okay. So you can write that also, because that makes you feel connected, because the feeling has to come out. So I'm truly grateful to Allah for giving me this. I'm grateful. I'm truly grateful for Jesus Christ, for. So if you are following that and you feel more connected with that, you are free to write that way also. So I'm truly grateful for what, because, and why. So I'm truly grateful to my son, who takes me out every time. I'm truly grateful, like to my daughter who really cares, and helps me plan all my trips. So this is how you are going to write your blessings. Further, at the end, I will tell you also how to you're going to scan your day. So with all my heart, thank you for what, because this also. So she has given us 4 methods of writing count the blessings. I usually follow this because I feel this, or sometimes I write, I'm so happy and grateful that I got to go to this trip. I'm so happy and grateful that I could buy gold. I'm so happy and grateful that I had money to buy gold. So this is how you need to write, because you have to write the because factor. You just don't have to write, I'm thankful to my husband, I'm thankful to my in-laws. You just don't have to write that way. You have to make it a point that you are writing the reason. I am grateful to my school where I was teaching, that I learned so many things, right? I'm grateful, where I was a principal to that school. The team supported me a lot. And if you're working in an office, so my office colleagues support me a lot. So you have to write your blessings that way. After you have finished making your list of 10 blessings, go back and read each one, either in your mind or loud. When you get to the end of each blessings, say the magic words 3 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And feel the gratitude for that blessings as much as possibly you can. So after you finish writing your list, just read the list. Okay, read what you have written, and then just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Now still, since you all are first doing it for the first time and you are in this journey first time, you might take some time. And some people lose that my so much to write. But if you keep your commitment, I am telling you, it will become very easy further to write also, and then it will become a daily habit of yours. To help you feel more gratitude, you can be grateful to the universe, God, spirit, goodness, life, or your greater self, or any other concept you are drawn to. Like in our group, we had some people who said that हम किसी को follow नहीं करते हैं, ma'am. There were some gents like who said कि ma'am हम तो किसी को follow ही नहीं करते हैं. I don't believe in God. So we said, at least you believe in your greater self. So you can at least say that way and write it. So whether you direct gratitude towards something or someone, you will feel it even more. And your gratitude will have even more power and create even more magic. So if you connect your gratitude, with someone, like if you say Allah, Jesus Christ, your Ram, Sham, whatever you believe in, you will start having a connectivity and feeling. If you don't want to write that also, you can just write, thank you, universe, for giving me such good in-laws. Thank you, universe, for giving me such good friends that I feel comfortable speaking to them. Thank you, universe, that I have such good circle of people who love me. Thank you, universe. I have such a good children that who support me in all that I do. So that is how you are going to write. It's the reason why indigenous and ancient cultures chose symbols like the sun to direct their gratitude toward you. In India, you find people worshipping sun. Okay, even in yoga, they teach you Surya Namaskar. So there were people who used to follow sun as God. Okay, so they have directed their gratitude towards sun. Sun gives us light, heat, energy. Did we say thank you? Do you say thank you when you get up in the morning to the sun? So further, you will understand why we need to give thanks to the 5 elements also. They were simply using physical symbols to represent the universal source of all goodness, and in focusing on that symbol, they felt more gratitude. The practice of counting your blessing is so simple and powerful in altering your life that I want you to continue to add 10 more blessings to your list every day for the next 27 days. So here she's saying that since we are going to do 28 days practice, you every day you write count your blessings. So every day you need to write count your blessings. there are times, even if I'm not able to write early in the morning, like suppose one day I am not well or something, and I could not get up early in the morning at 3:34, then the moment I get up, let it be at 7 o'clock, so I immediately get up and first I do that. So I want you to continue to write this blessing for next 27 days. You might think it could be difficult to find 10 things you are grateful for every day. But the more you think about it, the more you will realize how much you have to be grateful for. Look closely at your life. You have received and are continuing to receive so much each and every day. There is really so much to give thanks for. You could be grateful for your home, your family, your friends, your work, and your pets. You could be thankful for the sun, the water that you drink, the food that you eat, and the air that you breathe. Without any of them, you wouldn't be alive. So think today, because of the air, you are alive. If suppose there would have been no soil, no earth, people would not have been able to grow food. And then what would have happened? We would have not got food to eat, right? So be thankful that we get food. Be thankful to the people, to the farmers who grow food. Be thankful to the people who transport the food items, till the grocery shops. Be thankful to the grocery shop who gives you this things on the shelf. Okay, otherwise people had to rush from one place to the other to get even grains previously. So we are so blessed, our century is so blessed that we have everything handy. We have internet today, that we are sitting at home and doing these sessions. We don't have to go out. People traveled to learn these sessions before. So be thankful, understand the smallest things you have. If you would have not got food, you would have not been alive. So you could be grateful for the trees, the animals, the oceans, the birds, the flowers, the plants, the blue skies, rain, the stars, the moon, and the beautiful planet Earth. See, we have such a good planet Earth where we live. Are we thankful for it? Do we say thanks every day for it? You could be grateful for your senses, your eyes that see, your ears that hear, your mouth that tastes, your nose that smells, and your skin that enables you to feel. Read these lines very carefully. Imagine the people who do not have. Just close your eyes for 2 minutes and see if you are able to see how difficult it becomes for you. So you are blessed that you have good eyesight. You are blessed that you have good skin. You are blessed that you have your body. You have your ears, nose. There are people who have breakdowns in their body. So you have to be very thankful for your body. You could be grateful for the legs you work on, your hands that you use to do almost everything. Suppose one day you have a breakdown in your hand, or you have a fracture. What happens? Right? You're not able to do with one hand, right? How difficult it becomes. So your hands that you use to do almost everything, your voice that enables you to express yourself. See, if you did not have voice, you will not be able to communicate it with others. You could give thanks for your amazing immune system that keeps you well, and all your organs that maintain your body so that you can live. And what about the magnificence of your humankind, which no computer technology in the world can duplicate? So imagine that you have a good brain. Okay, people, scientists are trying to make heart, but still now no one has been able to, you know, discover how to make brain. So that is a magnificent thing what you have got. Here is the list of the subjects that will remind you of the major areas you can look for blessings to be grateful for. You can also add any subject you want depending on what is important to you at any time. Magic gratitude subjects: health and body, work and success, money, relationships, passions. Okay, you have some passion, so you be thankful that you are able to listen to the music. If you are listening to the music while cooking, so be thankful for it. Happiness, love, life, nature, planet Earth, air, water, and the sun, material goods and services, any subject of your choosing. You should feel significantly better and happier after each time you count your blessings, and how good you feel is your measure of how much gratitude you felt. The more gratitude you felt, the happier you feel, and the faster your life will change. Some days you will feel happy really quickly, other days it may take a little longer. But as you continue to count your blessings every day, you will notice a bigger and bigger difference in the way you feel each time, and you will see your blessings magically multiply. So, some days you will feel very happy after writing the blessing, but there are some days where, suppose you have had some upset when you got up early in the morning, there was no water on the tap, or someone shouted at you. So that time, your mind might not be so happy, but it's okay, but you have to write your blessings, and that will really help to change your brain and your mind. Magic reminder. Make sure to read tomorrow's magical practice sometime today, as you will need to do something specific before you begin tomorrow. So, now for tomorrow's practice, I will be telling you what we need to do. So, here she has given us the reminder. Now, this is the end of the chapter where in the gist, she gives you what you need to do. Like from today, what should be your practices? First thing, count your blessings. So the first thing in the morning, make a list of 10 blessings in your life you are grateful for. Okay. Now I have already mentioned yesterday कि you have to be grateful for your parents also. So first you start writing your gratitude towards your parents, and then your gratitude for your count your blessings. Write why you are grateful for each blessings, as I discussed now, that you need to give a reason. Go back and read your list either in your mind or loud. When you get to end of each one, say the magic words thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel the gratitude for that blessings as much as you possibly can. Repeat the first three steps of this magical practice every morning for the next 27 days, and read tomorrow's magical practice, which we will be doing that. So, we end this chapter very small. For tomorrow, this is the magic rock. So, for tomorrow, what you need to do is you have to get a small stone. Okay. You have to find a stone. Okay. Which, if I show you, it should be a stone. It should not be a artificial, which you put in the plant, but it should be something, which you find on the road, or, in the mud. It should be proper stone that you feel connected like an earth. Okay. So I'm showing you my stone. So if you have this way, or any other small stone which you are able to catch like that in your hand, it should fit in your hand. It should not be very big so you can't catch, but it should fit in your fist like that. So tomorrow you have to get this for before you come for the practice. So whenever you go down for walk, try to find out on the road, you will find any small stone like that which fits in your this thing, because earth is something which we are going to talk about tomorrow. And what is this rock going to help? So let's come to today's chapter. I will stop the share, and so that we can. Okay. So what are we going to do today? You have understood, or any other question is coming to your mind? Then I will start explaining. Okay. So first thing, what you need to do is every day when you get up, the moment you get up, start saying thank you for your bed. Start saying thank you for your blanket, for your pillow, and for your, when you keep your legs on the earth, say thank you, earth, for giving me the opportunities to stand on you. Okay. And then when you go into your washroom, say thank you to the water, say thank you to the tap. Scan whatever you have in your washroom. What do you have? You have paste, you have toothbrush. Imagine there are people who do not have toothbrush, but you have. Okay, so say thank you for the water, say thank you for the toothpaste, toothbrush. You have a pot to sit on, and you have uh, you have a mixer, you have a geyser, you get hot water, so be thankful for all those things. Start your day by saying thank you in your mind. Another important thing, just everyone can you come on cameras, please? A request to come on cameras for 2 seconds at least. Okay. So, morning when you get up and you go in the washroom, before you take your toothbrush on, you have a mirror right in front of you. Everyone might be having, I think, mirror. Most of us have. Okay. What you need to do is just catch yourself like that and say, I love you, Maria. I love you the way you are. I love and accept you the way you are. You are so good. You are so beautiful. You are so handsome. If you are a male, say, I'm so handsome. You have to love, okay, and feel it that you are really loving. Because what happens is people say, oh, this is not working. My eyes is not good. And when they see their face in the morning, our face is swollen, right? And we feel, I don't want to see my face, my god, so much. And the moment we see our face, my god, so much swelling no on my face, oh god, so much. Because we are doing a right morning, we start with a self talk with the negative things. So what you need to do is, just put this and say, I love myself the way you are. Maria, you're so good. I'm just giving you my example, so you have to say your name and say, I'm so good, I'm so beautiful, I'm so happy. Okay. And say, I'm very happy today. I'm glad that I'm alive today. Before you start brushing, do this every day in front of your mirror, because further I will be telling you why this is also important. Because when you start loving yourself, okay, you might have heard an empty vessel cannot give to anyone anything, right? So first you have to fill yourself with love and compassion. If you don't have love for your own self, right? You are always talking negative about yourself. How are you going to give that love to the other people? How are you going to give love to your own family members? So first you have to, there are some people who said, ma'am, ये selfish नहीं होगा क्या? No, not at all. First, you have to learn to love yourself, because first you are human being, and then you have the roles which you have come into. Okay. So first you are a human being. Understand and smile when you go in front of the mirror. I know it is very difficult in initially. Even I had that difficulty. It's not an easy thing. This journey is, I'm really telling you, it's not an easy thing, because people join for a few days and they leave also some. But only if you are, persistent and consistent. I'm really telling you, you will start enjoying this journey. Enjoying, you will start becoming happy. In everything, you will see the happiness, even if the smallest thing, on the road, when you see the breeze, when you see the trees, you will start, because you have not noticed the sky in that way. So that feelings start coming, when you start paying gratitude and start writing gratitude every day. So 10 blessings you're going to write. First, you go in the bathroom, you say first all this, thank you, you love yourself. Then take the brush, say thank you for the water, everything what you have, just look around. You have a mirror, say thank you for it. Thank you, I have a mirror to see. Thank you, I have a pot to sit. Thank you, I have a geyser, where I get hot water. So start your day by saying thank you. Then after that, when you start writing, you're going to write your count your blessings. Now, throughout the day, how you're going to be into this thank you mode. When you go to the kitchen, we ladies go to the kitchen to make tea, coffee, right? Do you say thank you to your gas? Do you say thank you to your mixer? We don't say, right? And when I had learned this, I literally cried. I literally tears rolled down and I said, my God, we have so many things handy to help us in our work, but we are never thankful for it. And I'll tell you one incident. Just it was like before Diwali. One day I was like, and see, when you are in this journey, and if you have forgotten to say thank you, see how universe touches you. My mixer was not working suddenly. and I had to go somewhere, and I was just trying to, trying to operate. My God, what happened suddenly? Till yesterday, it was working, working, working. And you know what I did? First, I got little, when you are, in a hurry, you get upset because we're human beings, right? So you get upset. Oh my God, my mixer is not working. My mixer is not working. And then what did I do? And then suddenly I realized, what are you doing? And then, I just turned my mixer little. I put it like that down, and I was just saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. My mixer is working. Wow. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I used the Ho'oponopono prayer, and I just said, thank you. My mixer is working. My mixer is fine. Sorry, my mixer, I did not take care of you. I just said like that, maybe it might be for 2 minutes. And I just put the mixer again back, and I again put the plug. And what happened? I'll tell you the miracle. My mixer started working. When I was trying for 15, 20 minutes, without realizing. So see how universe touched me. See, you forgot to say thank you. So that is how, when you will come into this journey, you yourself will start realizing, you become alert. Okay. So you start doing this. Say thank you when you go to, even if you're going to the office, say thank you to your bag, say thank you to your laptop, say thank you to the books you read, say thank you to the table where you sit, say thank you for each and everything. Thank you, my table. You're supporting me from so many years. I have my old table here, which has been for nearly 20 years with me. So I just every day when I sit on it, I say, thank you, my table, for helping me, you're for supporting me, for being there for me. My son had bought this stand for me, when I started my YouTube channel for teachers. So every time I take this, I say thank you to my son also, that he bought me this stand. So I say thank you, Hussein, for giving me this stand from through which I could, make my videos. So every time when you start saying thank you for the smallest thing, even for these curtains, even for your laptop, even for the water bottle, and you will start feeling the difference. There is one experiment which I would like you to do, because that will really help you to understand how words impact us in our self-talk, and how our words impact on the others. So you might have heard Dr. Emoto's experiment. Anyone has heard? Can anyone unmute and tell me
Yes,
who said that? Uh,
Shirin, Shirin.
can you open your, yeah. Sharon, can you tell me what it is about?
See, Emotos, he has done an experiment of doing talking to, for example, plant also, and to one saying a good thing and to other saying a bad thing, and it create image. So he has tried with water,
Yes.
and in water there was a crystal, a different kind of crystal gets formed. If he has taken a water from, I think so, a mud pool also, and then
Yes.
clean water, and how it impacts our word, on that he has done experiment.
Yes.
I think so. There's a
Very
movie also on it, but I could not recall.
Okay, very good. Yes. So that is what Dr. Emoto did. He kept he kept 3 jars of water, and on one he wrote hate, he put a sticker on it, he wrote love, and one he just wrote nothing, means that is neglected. And then the one jar which was with the love, he just said everyday good words, I love you, I'm very happy, and you're so good, and like that. And with the other jar, I hate you. Where he had written hate, he said, I hate you. I hate you. I do not like you. You're not at all good. And on the third jar, he did not speak only anything. He does not, it was neglected. Okay. So the jar which got love, okay, the water, when it was diagnosed under microscope, it showed a different pattern. And the water which was given hate, it showed a different pattern. And the water which was neglected. So now what you can do is, see, we don't have microscopes at home, right? What you can do is take cooked rice, take 3 glass jars, you get jars like that. Take 3 small jars if you have, or you can take glasses also. If you don't have, you can take glass, but you need to keep it covered. Okay, so you take 3 glass jars or glass, and in that you put rice, cooked rice. Okay, on all the 3 jars you put this much rice. And what you do is, you just put little water in that. And what you do, in one you write hate, you write, if you want to do it, hate, love, and one you don't write anything. Okay, keep it in your house, inside, where on your table or somewhere, three different places. Don't keep all the three jars together. Okay, so keep your hate jar little, and then other one little in a distance, and then every day you keep speaking to it. The when you will speak like I love you, to the rice where you have written love, and you speak good positive words to that jar, and the one you have written hate, and you are I hate you, I do not like you, I do not this, and one you are not looking at it, you will find the rice which have you have written love and you have spoken good words. That rice in the water has not spoiled. So if you want to try this experiment, you are most welcome. You can do this, so that if you want to build in your, because people do not believe. So otherwise you go on Google, find Dr. Emoto's experiment, and just go through it, because uh, it will really give you more belief system to believe that miracles happen through gratitude practices and the words what you speak. So when you speak, words, very important how you are speaking. Usually what happens is, when my gas is not working, if my gas is not working, yeah, Arey yaar, I'll tell my son, oh, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you should do this. So instead of, you saying not doing, because universe does not understand don't language, it understands only what you want. So what we do is, when we are speaking negative, my son does not want to do this, my children do not listen to me, or my in-laws are not helping me out, or my colleagues are not doing this, we are creating more that of experiences. So if you want good experiences to happen every day in your life, start saying what you want. My Even if your colleagues are not working good with you, you say, my colleagues are very good, they are helping me, they are supporting me. Okay, even if you are in a teaching job, you can say, my children are very good, they are studying very hard and they are very smart. So this way you are creating a positive impact on what you want. So you are telling the universe what I want. So words, imagine, words are very important. I gave you one example of the lady who said yesterday, मेरा हो ही नहीं रहा है, मेरा हो ही नहीं रहा है, मेरा हो ही नहीं रहा है. So if you say मेरा हो ही नहीं रहा है, हो नहीं रहा है, what is going to happen? वो नहीं ही होगा. But if you have that belief system कि मेरा होगा ही, like there are times when I don't have money, but I do not say I don't have money. I say money is on my way. Money is on my way. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Okay. So what happens? Some or the other source, you will get the money. Try this experiment and see the day where you don't have money. Because see, I feel money is very important, but money cannot buy happiness. Remember this. Money can bring you experiences through, like where you can go for travels, you can buy things, you can buy clothes, you can buy jewelry. It can give you these experiences, but money cannot bring happiness, because uh, that happiness is only very temporary. When you buy something, even I feel that. And I think my friends who know me, they though I keep on telling them, कि मुझे थोड़ी देर के लिए खुशी होती है, but then it's gone. That happiness is gone. But this journey helped me to get the real happiness. So to live a fulfilling life, you have to get this happiness. So try, speaking positively. Every 1 hour, put an alarm on your phone, to check your feelings. I will be sharing a chart of feelings tomorrow. How feelings, which type of feelings bring us to the, higher side, and which feelings take us to the negative side, and how you have to bring yourself up from that. Now, there are times, when you might be feeling very, very negative. Like you started your day and, someone said something and you're very upset. And now you don't want, you are not having that feeling of writing gratitude also. Still, start at least from your mouth saying thank you, thank you, thank you. I got upset, but it's okay. I accept that emotion also, because you have to accept your emotions. These emotions are going to be there with you for day and night, because these emotions cannot go away. We are made of emotion, thoughts, and feelings, right? We human beings are made of emotion, thoughts, and feelings, and that these three things are important to bring gratitude or to achieve our dreams also, because we work only through them. But what happens is, my son is going out. What does a mother feel? And mothers here, please open your unmute yourself. My son is going out to travel or work. What are your feelings that time?
A bit of tension or
What
worry.
tension, what tension do you get?
See, I generally, when he goes out, I pray and I send him inside. I say pray and I send it. He remains safe wherever he goes. He stay means good with friends in school and everything. A
Yeah.
fear kind of or whatever it is, but I always have a habit of reciting my prayer and
Very good.
if I
Very
get
good. That's
along.
the, but what are the fears what you get?
He may not get hurt or fight with something or something happens to him
Yeah,
at that
like
time.
he might not get upset on the road. He
Huh.
should reach safely. There should not be any accident. What whenever our children are traveling or husbands are going out or
Hmm.
anyone who are very near to us,
Hmm.
why do we say पहुंचने के बाद message करना? Because we are worried,
But
right?
yeah,
Because we don't trust the universe.
yeah.
But
But
if
see,
you,
despite trusting also,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, that is a fear which parents or to whom we love, we do it despite I'm telling him to recite this prayer before leaving to my husband also or to my child also. But I'll say message after reaching, and if message doesn't come, then I will like
yeah.
message.
Why? If the message doesn't come, then I start becoming worried.
Yes, a
Right?
human tendency. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. So here you have to bring your, belief system. So if when your child is leaving out, when you say to yourself, now you have to start saying your self-talk. When your child is going out, your husband is going out, or your in-laws, your parent, anyone whom you're very near and you worry about them. When you just say that he's reached safely, you are already saying that he is reached safely. So you have already told universe that I trust you. So, because worry takes away that blessings what you want to give. So even if you're praying, like what you said, I pray and I send, right? So even if you're praying, even I hug my son every day, when he goes to the office, he hugs me, he does salam and all to me, and I say thank you. And I tell him all your dreams get fulfilled. That also I will tell you how you need to do with your children. So, but I I have no fear after that once he leaves. Because I know and the day his birthday was there when I came, he said I was about to fall because it became late and it is a new job. He had to reach on time. He was about to fall, but still he reached. He said that I said, why you didn't inform me? So he said, you might get tension. So see, the children also know that we take tension. So instead of worrying, you just say to yourself that my child has reached safely, my husband has reached safely, my in-laws have reached safely, they are in good health, they are in perfect health. So automatically you are changing, you're rewiring your brain to speak good things. So start doing this from today instead of worrying. So it will take time. It is not easy. It takes time because we are human beings. So the moment you start worrying, you're coming again into a complaint mode, because worrying is again one emotion which shows that you are complaining because you are not trusting the universe. You are so worried, but universe जिसने उसको पैदा किया है, he is more worried about all of us, right? So he would keep his children more safely. So that is how you have to change your mindset ki my child is safe, my husband is safe, my in-laws are safe, my children are safe. So the moment you start doing this, you are changing your mind. It will take time, I'm telling you. So don't be in a hurry to achieve your dreams also. Even achieving your dreams takes time. It is not an easy job. There is a process which when will come, I will be telling you what steps you need to follow for your dreams. And I'm telling you, your dreams do get fulfilled. But first, these practices, which we are doing in the first 12, are very important. Very important, because just writing the dream won't help you, but you have to pay gratitude. Now, when I say gratitude, we write gratitude for parents, we write gratitude for our work, we write gratitude in our concentrated practices. Sunday, maybe we might not take this book. I will go and teach you Hope No No Prayer, the basic one, not the advanced one. I will be teaching you the basic one, and we will be trying to understand how to use that prayer also. See, you can follow your own prayers, there is no harm, but definitely it will help you to, there are times when you are not able to connect, then that time it helps you to clear your negative energy. So Sunday, maybe we might keep this session only for this. Rest, you can start practicing your gratitude. I will putting the assignments again, your blessings, gratitude for your parents. So there are smallest things, where you can pay gratitude to your electricity, to your phone, to your, you're able to pay your bills. You have the money to pay the bills. You have clothes to wear. Just open your cupboard and you will see you have so many clothes. We are always cribbing. We ladies always open पहनने के लिए कुछ नहीं है. My God, this function is coming. What I'm going to wear? What I'm going to wear? But when you open your cupboard, you see you have abundance. So start looking at those things which you have never looked and have taken for granted. And I pray that you fulfill all your dreams. Thank you. If any other question is there, otherwise I will close the session. Any question coming to your mind?
No,
Clarity
it's
has
not.
come how to write gratitude of towards today's chapter.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you, everyone. Thanks all.
Thank you so
God
much.
bless you all with all your dreams coming
Um,
true. Thank you for
um,
joining. Thanks,
thank you
everyone.
so much.
Thanks a lot from my heartfelt thank you for all the participants who are practicing gratitude and coming into this journey, because I'm really telling you, you will have a fulfilled life
Thank
after this 1 month. And you will
thank
not
you.
feel like leaving this. You will not feel like leaving this. So thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you.